Hi there. Today I'm going to speak about a city that I love visiting, even though I live in Niagara Region, and that's Niagara Falls. What's there not to love? So basically, you're looking at a city that was formed in 1904. It has a good history and relationship between the U.S. So it has two border crossings, one that's open to the public with a passport, of course, and a clean record, and that's Rainbow Bridge. And then you also have the Nexus dedicated bridge, which is Whirlpool, which you have to have a Nexus card for, and a clean record, or they take your Nexus card away. So 1904, beautiful city. What is there to do? What is there not to do? Visiting Clifton Hill as a resident of Niagara Region, it still makes me want to be a kid. I feel like a kid. When I see the giant mountain with the Tyrannosaurus Rex and the raptors in the back for the putting station they have. They have kind of an underground one as well, just in front of that. They have all the spooky, Frankenstein and Dracula. And they have the arcades, and of course, don't forget the candy. They have, lots of candy. So yeah, let's forget about candy because that's something I really can't stop eating is candy, and Halloween's coming. So what else is there to do? There are over 92 parks in Niagara Falls. So if you're looking for a family-friendly city, this is one of them. And then over 20 ice cream shops. They have hundreds of restaurants. And remember, if you're a local Niagaran, meaning you come from the Niagara region and you're going to eat downtown in the tourist area, you need to remember to ask the manager to take off the tourist tax because you are not a tourist. You are supporting your local restaurants. And that way, I think it's 10%, 3%. It's enough to make a difference on your bill. And let's face it, eating out with families these days is expensive. But if you are a visitor, I'm sorry, if you're in the tourist area, Clifton Hill area, and surrounding area, you will get charged a tourist tax. Whereas if you go to Lundy's Lane and you go to Doc McGillivray's, which is one of my favorite eating areas lately in pubs because of its history and the fact that the pub was parts of the pub are purchased all over Ireland and have traditional tables and memorabilia and tin ceilings. I just love it. And the service is amazing and the food is awesome. And that's Doc McGillivray's. So go and visit there. But there's so many Michelangelos, there's so many restaurants to choose from. You cannot go wrong. The food is superb. What does Niagara Falls have? Well, Niagara Falls has events like the Winter Lights Festival, which starts, of course, closer to winter, but you can walk. It is a walk. It's hard to find parking now. There used to be a lot of free parking, but you're going to end up having to pay for parking unless you're just driving and looking. And sometimes now I get older, that's what I'm doing. If I had kids, we would walk because we want to get them tired. So, make them walk around in the winter because those heavy winter boots make them move a little bit more faster and burn more calories and get tired more easily, which is great. So Winter Festival, there's also car shows. So car shows begin in May and they're on Queen Street, which is the old Queen Street. And beginning May, they block off the street. And if you're a muscle car lover like I am, because I have a Mustang, that's a great place to go. And then there's all eateries and pubs along the way that you can visit and eat, like taps. Great pubs, great atmospheres. And they do this from May until what was the last one, September, about just after Labor Day, I believe it was. So yeah, these are the things that you can enjoy when you live in Niagara Falls, or you visit Niagara Falls. And then you have the New Year's Eve. Now, they haven't assigned a lineup because, of course, we're just coming out of the pandemic. So they haven't announced their lineup for New Year's Eve. But usually they have a couple bands on if you can stand the cold. We used to dress our kids up in, their heavy duty snowmobiling outfits and then take them down there. Again, it's a great free family event when you find parking. Let's talk about one of the most exciting parts of Niagara Falls. And when was the last time you came to visit Niagara Falls itself? Now, Niagara Falls was one of the 7 wonders of the world, the old 7 wonders of the world. Basically 12,000 years old. And it's not one waterfall, it's 3 combined. And it produces 700,000 gallons of water per minute. It's also receding about a foot a year, which is kind of sad. The other interesting thing is that I loved as a kid was the history behind the barge. And it came down 146 feet before the falls and got trapped there. And that barge has been sitting there since 1918, and in 2019 a massive storm broke it free and it furthered itself down the falls. So it has moved position, but as a kid I've always seen it in the one position. But go see it, see if you can see it, see if you find it as fascinating as I do that the men survived when many others going over the falls have not. What are the stats in Niagara Falls if you're looking for a home? Basically, the average price right now is around $652,000. 39 homes have sold in the past 30 days, and there's over 139 on the market. So lots to choose from right now. Is this a time to buy? Yes, it is, because your interest rates are not going to go down if you're relying upon a mortgage. But what could change? The prices could start going back up. So 652 is a hell of a lot less than the 700s that it was last year. So these are the things to think about. And it's about an average 43 days on the market. So if you're looking for a realtor who knows Niagara Falls, give me a call. Niagara Falls is one of my favorite cities in Niagara. So if you want a local rep who lives in Niagara and loves to sell in Niagara and introduce buyers to interesting points of history in Niagara, that would be me, Vanessa Wilson, sales representative, Coldwell Banker Momentum Realty, and owner of Niagara Living Real Estate, Inc. Thanks for tuning in. New video every Tuesday. Please hit that subscribe button, share, and like. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.